Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel Mission Net Physics Exam. And guys, today this is gonna be our concept booster session in which I am going to discuss a very important concept of atomic and molecular physics, which will help you to solve any such type of question easily based on this concept, which we will consider in this video today. So keep on watching this video till the end so that you will not miss any important point and the main concept which we will discuss in this concept booster session today. Also guys, if you are new on this channel, that is Mission Net Physics Exam, then you can subscribe this channel by clicking on the subscribe button below this video. And there will be a bell icon you will get after clicking on subscribe. Then you can even click on that bell icon to get the notifications for all the new upcoming videos which I will upload on this channel, so that you will not miss any important video and you will be able to prepare very well for your upcoming CSIR Net Physics Exam, GATE Physics Exam, JEST and TIFR exam. So let's start the discussion now, and if you will like this video, you can even share it with your friends so that they will even get to know about this important concept. Now here I am going to discuss this important concept with the question which has been asked in the previous years in CSIR Net Physics Exam. So this is a question which has been asked in December 2011 CSIR Net Physics Exam, but the concept involved in this question is very important and we all should know about it because you can expect the question based on it once again in your upcoming exams. So guys, the question is, a laser operating at 500 nanometers is used to excite a molecule. If the Stokes line is observed at 770 centimeter inverse, the approximate positions of the Stokes and anti-Stokes lines are. That's what we need to find. Now with the help of the units mentioned here, you can get an idea that what exactly is that value which has been given. Okay, for example, nanometers. What is this value? So it is representing the wavelength lambda. Okay, that is just an idea we can get easily by observing the units too. Next point. Here they have given the centimeter inverse unit. What it will be? It will be the wave number. It will be the wave number. Okay. So this is what? This is the wave number we are gonna have. Now the point is, what they are asking us to find? They are asking us to find the approximate positions of the Stokes and the anti-Stokes lines. Clear? Now the point is, this is what? This is something we will consider corresponding to Rayleigh line. Okay, corresponding to Rayleigh line. What is this Rayleigh line? When we consider the concept of Stokes and anti-Stokes line, we are gonna have the Rayleigh line at the center. Okay, then we will have Stokes lines this side, then anti-Stokes line this side. Clear? Now the point is, when you know about the lambda of this Rayleigh line, can you find its wave number? Yes. How? Because we know wave number is what? 1 upon lambda. I am going to show the wave number with this symbol. Okay, you can call it nu, you can call it v, but you should know what I am talking about right now. I am talking about the wave number. Okay, so will it be possible for you to get the wave number corresponding to the Rayleigh line? I think yes, it will be simple and easy. Or you can do the another thing, that is you can find the wavelength corresponding to this value. Okay, you can do any way. Okay, but here also at the end we will focus on the wavelength part. Why? Because in the options they have given the nanometers. Clear? So what we are doing, with the help of direct steps, we are going to reach to the final answer. So you can see, this is the wavelength you will get to know, or sorry, wave number you will get to know with the R. Okay, for the Rayleigh line, what is the wave number? That's what you will get to know about. Okay, with this formula, which is wave number is equal to 1 upon lambda. Clear? Once you will get to know about that, what will be your next step? Because already you know the wave number for the Stokes line, and we know that the separation between the Stokes and the Rayleigh line and the Rayleigh and the anti-Stokes line will be same. So what we will do, once we will get to know about the wave number for the Rayleigh line, we already know about the wave number of the Stokes line. So we will find the difference between both the values here. Once you are going to get the difference, let's say you got that D. Okay, that is the difference I am showing with D. You will add it in the wave number of the Rayleigh line and you will get for the anti-Stokes line. Okay, so this is what we will do. I have taken such calculation steps here. You can just have a look at this part and please let me know okay, in the comments if there will be any doubt anybody will have at any point. So you can have a look at this, the wave number for the Rayleigh line, wavelength for the Rayleigh line first of all. Then we are finding the wave number for the Rayleigh line, that is 1 upon lambda. We got that. Now we are already having the wave number for the Stokes line given to us. We are going to find the Raman shift. Raman shift is what? The difference between the wave number of Rayleigh line and the Stokes line wave number. Okay, first is Stokes line wave number. So this is how you are going to get the Raman shift. Whatever Raman shift is there, if you will add that in the Rayleigh line wave number, okay, you will be able to get it for the anti-Stokes line. So once you are getting to know about the wave number for the Stokes and the anti-Stokes line, now you can find the lambda, which is the wavelength for both. Okay, so it's this is how you will get it. It is right now in the centimeter inverse unit we have considered the wave number, but you can even convert it into nanometers inverse and then further just nanometer you can consider here. Okay, now the point is when you will divide 1 by 770 centimeter inverse, or even when you are going to convert it into nanometers, same way for the anti-Stokes lines, when you will do that conversion, okay, and after dividing it, what you will get? You will get some value, but that value will not match with any of the given options. What is the reason behind that? Okay, the reason is the main concept we are going to consider in this video today. So that is that no one point here. For the Stokes and the anti-Stokes lines, we can never have the same, okay, frequency at which we are operating the laser. Okay, which means if frequency we are relating with the wavelength, okay, what is the constant you will have there? That is c, that is the speed of light. Other than that, everything will remain same. Okay, now the point is, if I'm going to talk about this thing, clear? Here your final answer is not matching with the options. Clear? So what will be the final answer? Why our answer after calculation is not matching with the options? Because this was just the concept based question we had. You will not get to know about it directly. You may have to proceed to solve it, or anytime now when you will observe any such type of question, it will be quite easy for you to think about this concept, relate it. But in the starting, anybody will start solving it if he or she is not familiar with the concept. So what is that? You can see that in the 3 options out of 4, this one, and this one, the same wavelength has been given to us. Okay, now we need to know one statement which I have already told you, that is we can't have the frequency of the Stokes and anti-Stokes lines same as the frequency of laser at which we are operating the laser. Clear? And frequency is related to wavelength too, so we can say we can't have the same wavelength values as well. Okay, which means there is only one possible answer for this question, which is this one. So this was the thing we are gonna consider here, that we can't have the same frequency for the Stokes and anti-Stokes lines, okay, which we are gonna have for the laser. Is it all right? So that was the main concept, and I hope it will be clear to all of you now. If there will be any doubt or difficulty anybody will have it at this point, you can tell me about it. Now guys, at the end, I'm just going to provide you the quick update regarding the new courses, new Unacademy Plus courses, which are going to start on Unacademy Plus. So on 31st March, we had the one new course, okay, which has started on Unacademy Plus. In the same way, on 1st March, even we had the new course, okay, starting on Unacademy Plus. So if you want to join the sessions of all these important courses, from the starting, you can take the Unacademy Plus subscription too, because after taking the subscription, you will be able to attend the live classes of these important courses by the top educators for your upcoming exam preparation, which will help you a lot to take your preparation to a very good level and to prepare very well for your upcoming exam. So guys, whenever you are going to take the subscription, you can use and apply the referral code, that is Anjali Arora, as written here, and you can get the 10% discount at the same time when you will use and apply this referral code. Also guys, one more thing here, once you will take the subscription, after that you will be able to attend the live classes by all the top educators. There will be doubt clearing sessions in each and every course, so that like if you have missed any session, you are not getting something clearly, you can ask about it in the doubt clearing sessions. Even if today somebody is going to take the subscription and there is any course which is already going on, then you will be able to watch the recordings of the previous classes too, and that's how you will be able to cover up each and everything. In the upcoming days in this month, we will have many other new courses starting on Unacademy Plus, or even today many new courses are gonna start. So if you don't want to miss the sessions and you want to attend the sessions from the starting, or even if you want to check out the other courses previous sessions too, you will be able to do that as well. So you can take the Unacademy Plus subscription for that, and you can use and apply the referral code, that is Anjali Arora, as mentioned here. Okay, no space in between, spelling should be same. That's how you need to write it and apply it. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video till the end. I hope it's gonna be helpful for all of you to know about this concept, and we will have more such important videos I will provide you on this channel. So yeah, if you have not subscribed the channel yet, you can subscribe it. Also click on the bell icon, okay, after clicking on subscribe, so that you will not miss any important video. Thank you everyone for watching this video till the end. Thank you.